If you have $500 to promote your Amazon KDP book, you don't have room for mistakes. In this video, I'll show you my 5-step Amazon Ads strategy for using that budget wisely. Hi guys, I'm Matt. I've sold over 60,000 books on Amazon KDP and I earned over $270,000 in royalties, and I also invested over $67,000 in Amazon ads. If you want to promote your book effectively with a limited budget, here's the exact strategy I would follow today. Step 1. Book validation. Before we even talk about Amazon ads, we have to validate our book's selling potential, because if our book doesn't have any chances to sell well, Amazon ads won't help. So we have to make sure that we are selling in the area, in the niche, that there is high demand and limited competition, and our book quality has to also be decent. So to help people that I'm working with to validate their books, I created this spreadsheet. It contains 3 sections: book quality, market demand, and competition. If you go through all these questions, you can get guidance and also gain awareness what matters and what's not, and what are your chances to be successful and scale your sales. So if you look at book quality, for example, really important aspect is your royalty per sale. So the higher royalty, the better, because you have more room for running ads. And also ratings and reviews, and also whether these reviews are verified purchase reviews or not. Is your cover optimized to be displayed as thumbnail, because this is the way Amazon ads are being displayed to the users? Do you have high quality A+ content or not? All these factors are increasing your chances for success and will increase also your conversion rate, meaning more people that are clicking your ads will be converting into customers that are buying your book. And next section, market demand, is making sure that we are in the niche where demand is, basically. So we have to look at our competitors and see if there are books that are selling well, or there are bestsellers with really good BSRs. And also, is your topic like trending or evergreen? Is your book talking to some defined audience? Because this is a lot easier to advertise if you have defined ideal reader avatar, because you can focus your ads and keywords that you are advertising for that narrow niche, instead of advertising to basically everyone on Amazon. And the last section is competition. So we have to make sure that we have real chances to compete. So you may look at your niche and, for example, check if there are books with a low number of reviews and ratings that are selling good, or are there any books that were published recently, for example, in last 6 months, that are selling good? Because if they are selling good, it means that you can sell as well. Also, is your pricing aligned, and can you compete on value? Can you compete on price? Does your cover stand out in your niche? And at the end, you have to make a final call whether your book has low, medium, or high selling potential. I recommend to run ads for the books that have medium potential, at least, ideally high potential. And if you want to download interactive version of that spreadsheet, you can just go into my school community and download that for free. Links down below. After we validate our book potential, we can move on to step 2, keyword research. So the main purpose of running ads is to display our book to the right audience. And even more importantly, we shouldn't show our book to the incorrect audience. That's why we have to find the keywords, the search phrases that our ideal reader avatar is searching for. And we can do it for free, just looking around and doing research on Amazon page. And we can also use some paid tools. But at this stage, we don't have to invest in any additional software. I'll show you how to do it for free. Let's go to Amazon website, and let's say that we are selling a book with bedtime stories. So one way to do a keyword research is just using search bar in Amazon. So if we type in bedtime stories, Amazon is suggesting other phrases that we can look for on Amazon. And if we change to all departments, we will get even more suggestions. So instead of advertising only for bedtime stories generic term, we can also use some more specific search terms, like bedtime stories for kids, or bedtime stories for babies, or bedtime stories for babies 0 to 1 year. So already some good suggestions. What you can also do, you can just look around in your niche and visit listings of your competitors or similar books in your niche and see what keywords they are using. So you can see what they are using in their titles, subtitles, descriptions. Maybe they have A+ content that contains some suggestions. This way you can just discover even more keywords, like for example 5-minute bedtime stories or 5-minute bedtime stories for girls. And always look for relevant keywords for your book, because we don't want to advertise to anyone or to broad audience. We want to focus our advertising and not overspend on our ad clicks. So we want to talk to narrow group of the audience with really specific and relevant search terms. And don't start with huge list of keywords. It's enough if you start with 10 to 15 keywords at the beginning, because we don't want to spend our budget too quickly. So start with these keywords and we will discover more later on. Step 3, running discovery ads. So this phase is not about getting profit. This phase is about generating the data and learning. And the best way is to start a smart combination of keyword broad targeting campaign and also automatic targeting campaign. So you would use the keywords that you discovered during keyword research and add them to broad targeting campaign. So this ad will be displayed to all people that are searching for these particular keywords and also keywords that are related. So if our keyword is bedtime stories, it will be also shown probably to people that are searching for bedtime stories for kids or winter bedtime stories, for example. And our automatic targeting campaign will work in a way that Amazon algorithm will show our book to people that are looking at similar books in our niche or searching for keywords that we didn't even found on keyword research. And with automatic targeting campaign, we have to be careful with ad spending, because these campaigns tend to advertise to a bit broader audience. That's why we will be optimizing that and having that ad spend under control. Step 4, ads optimization. So this step is crucial. So once our ads get traction and they start to generate data, so they are generating impressions, they are being displayed, and they are generating clicks and hopefully sales, we are starting to collect the data. So it's really important to optimize them on regular basis, especially at the beginning where the ads are not yet fine-tuned and they are not optimized yet. And we'll be looking closely at 2 areas: where ads are overspending and not generating profit, and on the opposite, where ads are profitable. For example, we want to find keywords that generated 10 or 15 clicks but didn't result in any sale. So the chance that they will start generating sales in near future is really small. That's why we want to reduce ad spending here. And on the other hand, we will start noticing some keywords that are really profitable. So they are, for example, generating 5 clicks or 10 clicks and resulting in sale or 2 sales. So we will be expanding and scaling here. And we'll be getting all that insights in our ads console. And some of the most important areas is targeting tab, where we can see our targets and all the statistics, like how many clicks, click-through rate, cost per click, and how many purchases and sales we generated with what level of ACOS. And also search term report, when we have all the keywords and search terms and products that we didn't even think about adding initially, but our broad targeting and automatic targeting campaigns discovered them. And as soon as we find profitable ones, like for example the second one, like 18% ACOS with 7 purchases, generated really profitable outcome. So we will be expanding here. And we do it by extracting these search terms and adding them to separate campaign with exact targeting. So these campaigns will be running long term and will be spending money only on that narrow profitable targets that already proven to be profitable. And these campaigns are really easy to maintain, and it doesn't take too much time to optimize them, and they can run for a long time because they are spending less and generate better conversions and better outcome. Once we generate enough data, we can move on to final 5th step, scale what works, or decide to stop. So on average, if you spend $500 on advertising one book with 2 campaigns, broad targeting and automatic targeting, you should have enough data to make a final decision whether this book can be profitable or not. Let's run a quick calculation using my ads profitability toolbox. So let's say that we spend $500 on ads and our cost per click were on average 50 cents. Depending on click-through rate, it means that we generated 500,000 of impressions and 1,000 of clicks. If our cost per click were like cheaper, it means that even more impressions were generated. If our cost per click were more expensive, we got less clicks and less impressions, but still 200,000 of impressions and few hundreds of clicks gives us some data to work on. Just a note, you can download that spreadsheet in my community as well. So having all that data, you can have like final decision or final verdict, because running ads and spending these $500 wisely on promoting that book is ultimate test. So in our step 1, you did a book validation and you estimated what's the potential. But here you paid for the ads and they gave you the final answer. So if your book is still not profitable and you didn't find any profitable keywords, you should probably pause the campaigns and look if you can improve your book. So maybe your cover needs improvements, or maybe you have to improve your description or A+ content, or maybe the niche is too competitive, cost per click is too expensive for your book. But on the other hand, if you already found some profitable targets and you started exact targeting campaigns with these profitable search terms, you're in really good position to scale. So what you can do, you can continue that process of having discovery ads and also expanding the list of exact keywords that are generating you the most profit. But you can also decide to stop investing in discovery ads. So you can just pause your broad targeting keyword campaign and you can pause your automatic campaign and you can keep your exact targeting campaign running for long term. And as I mentioned, these campaigns are easy to maintain, doesn't take too much time to optimize them, and they spend less money, and in the long term they will be just generating more profit for your book. If you want support with implementation of these 5 steps, just join my community where we focus on Amazon ads. Links in the description below. I hope to see you inside.